What's happening? Welcome to Activate. Amanda Baxter here, and today we've got a nice quickie, a 10-minute cozy core, okay? With this, we will work our powerhouse, our front body, our back body, our waistline. I want you to remember with core, it's everything wrapping around your spine. All you're gonna need is your lovely self, so it's body weight only, as well as a mat, because we'll start standing and make our way to the floor. So let's just take your feet hip width distance, knees soft, hinge the hips, chest goes forward, hands on thighs. Standing cat-cow, you're gonna arch the back, look up, breathe in. And then exhale, round, look at the navel. So start to take these your own pace, okay? They may feel a little funky, but I'm telling you, they're gonna feel good. So really focus on opening up the ribs. Breathe in, let those ribs flare out, and then as you exhale, hollow the belly, hollow out through the core. Breathe in, look up. Exhale, round. The next one, round, roll up. We're gonna go ahead and just alternate. Side bend over to the right, lift, and then switch it. Side bend over to the left. So you got these nice side contractions, right? Waking up the sides of the waistline. As you're reaching, try to lengthen through that arm as much as possible. Taking these for 8, your own flow, your own pace. You have 4, 3, 2, awesome, last one. Let's come to the mat. We're getting right into a plank, okay? You can do a kneeling plank or regular full plank. Tuck the toes, legs extend, start hip hikes. Up an inch, down an inch. So as you pike the hips up, it's almost like you get a little punch in your gut, pushing that body to that inverted V. And we got a quick little push here. So if you do want a little more option, take it to a pulse. Pulsing for 10, 8, 6, almost out, into 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, from there, let's roll onto one side. Bottom forearm down. Your bottom leg, you're gonna sweep it forward to a front attitude. So bend the leg, back foot is resting. Extend that top arm. We're gonna take an attitude. Open the frame, close the frame. Inhale, exhale, crunch, okay? So nice attitude crunch here. You're gonna be rolled onto your front cheek. And then your forearm, you wanna press out of the mat. So try to be nice and lifted through your posture here. How's the breath work? We inhale on the open, exhale on the crunch. And as you crunch, make sure that knee is still turned out to the side. 4 more, then we take it to a pulse. Let's go for 4. Feeling the inner thigh work, which is gonna work those low abdominals and obliques. Core connection, let's pulse it. Squeeze the arm and leg together like you're closing the frame. And then sit up taller, pushing out of that forearm. Gaze lifted, 8 more here. We have 8, 7. Then we roll right into a side plank from here. In 3, 2, 1. Rolling onto the side plank. Okay, bottom knee can rest, top arm and leg extend. We're gonna thread the needle. Draw a half circle down, open up, and then give yourself a hip pulse 2 times. That's your combo. Thread, thread, thread. Open, open, open. Pulse for 2. You got this. Thread, thread, thread. Now, bottom knee could be resting for that support, or if you want a little more, both legs can extend. Full side plank with the flow. Thread it. Open it, come to the top, pulse up for 2, okay? This is gonna be a slow burner. So many things are happening in this side plank. Your bottom side is working strong, so make sure you squeeze your booty. You are gonna feel fire through the neck and the shoulders. Good, 1 more on that combo. Then stay at the top. We just pulse those hips up for 8, 7, 6. Good, squeeze tighter and stronger. 4, 3, 2, just hold. Option to reach the top arm and leg in opposition. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness, okay. We're gonna do those same 2 moves other side. So sweep the legs around, rest onto that forearm, roll onto the front hip. Front leg is gonna bend to attitude. Back leg bend it, bring the foot to the floor, reach the top arm up, breathe in. Exhale, bring the arm and leg together. Again, we inhale, open the frame. Exhale, close it. Flow with this. Now, these are so good. Again, working the inner thighs, working the low abdominals, and really powering up those obliques because you're in this side lying position, okay? Make sure that back cheek isn't on the mat, okay? You don't want your hips facing the ceiling. Your hips are essentially on a front corner diagonal. And remember, your hips are like 2 headlights, okay? So you want them to be even, perfectly symmetrical. Take these for 4, then we pulse. You have 3. Good, sit up tall for 2. Pulse it, arm and leg together. Eyes lift, pulse and squeeze. Now make your pulse smaller. You barely see it happening. Good, 8, 7, 6. Then we roll right into that side plank. 4, 3, 2. Beautiful job. Roll onto the side plank, bottom knee rests. Press out of the bottom forearm, top arm and leg extend. Let's thread the needle, draw the half circle down. Bring it up and then hip pulse for 2, up for 2. Flow it with it, your own pace. Now, as you're threading the needle, you do want to think a nice spinal rotation, yeah? So we're essentially drawing a half circle down and then half circle back up. If you want more, full side plank, both legs extend. Thread the needle, open it up, pulse those hips up. As you pulse the hips up, are you squeezing your booty? I want you to remember your booty is connected to your core, so make sure those glutes are firm and solid. You got about 7 seconds on this execution, then we pulse it to finish. In 3, 2, 1, just hip pulse up. Little lift for 8, 7, 6, and that balance is coming. Be ready for it. In 4, 3, 2, hold their option to reach that top arm and leg. Hold it for 4, 3, 2, let it go. Okay, awesome job. Shake out the neck. All right, we're gonna lie on our back. We've got 2 moves. Working supine, so laying back. We're gonna start with a bridge, okay? So I want you to just bring your feet parallel. Take a big breath in. Exhale, send those hips to the sky and just start to bridge full range. Lower the hips and lift. Take it down and up. Down and up. Okay, wiggle the toes so weight is rooted into your heels. If you did want to challenge, you could walk the feet in closer and come to a releve where you press up on the balls of the feet, heels are hovering. Just watch that your weight is evenly distributed between all 10 of your toes or all of your toes. Arms are long by your side, palms either face the ceiling or hands behind the nape of the neck. Or a little more spice, arms can reach straight up to the sky. You got 2 more on this full range, and then we're gonna hold it up at the top. Find a pulse, just pulse and lift. Now your pulse, again, small and tiny. Checkpoints here, booty firm, low abdominals pulling up and in, ribs knitted together. 7 more, and then we go full range again in 3, 2, 1. Reset from the top, drop and lift. We inhale, exhale, up. Inhale, exhale, up. Now you can take it full range where your back, your lumbar spine hits the mat, or a little challenge if you want it, since this is gonna be our last execution for this glute bridge. Maybe you just hover the hips down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch. Breathe with this. How's that booty feeling? A little heat, a little spice. Your peach is gonna love this, all right? Nice sculpt session. You have 4, then we find your pulse. 3, good, pressing high with those hips. 2, stay at the top. Little pulses again, squeeze that seat, little lifts. Tiny, smaller, little lifts. Head is just relaxed back. Good, abs are drawn in tight. 8 more here, it's 8, 7, 6. Good, you have 4, 3, now hold at the top, just hold, take a big breath in. Exhale, lift the hips an inch higher. Just hold it for 3, for 2, for 1. Lower the hips, all right? Flatten the feet if they were raised. Hands go behind the nape of the neck. Let's take a chest raise here. Lift to hover, and then lower back down. Let's take those single counts, okay? Hover off the shoulder blades, lower. Incorporate your breath with this. We inhale back, exhale up. So upper abdominals, we wanna activate. Lumbar spine is pushing into the mat. Maybe you flex the toes, dig the heels to the floor. 4 more, then we pulse it. And try not to pull on the head, neck, and shoulders. Elbows stay east and west. Next one stays up, nose to the ceiling. Pulse it for 8, 7. Make the pulse smaller. Each pulse gets you an inch higher. 4, 3. We're going round 2, same thing. Inhale back, exhale up. Inhale back, exhale up, hold. Inhale back, exhale up, hold. All right, really focus on that strong contraction in the hold at the top of the shape. For 4, 3, don't forget to breathe. 2, next one stays up. Find that pulse reaching high for 8, 7, 6, 5. Good, you have 4, 3, then you're gonna stay lifted, just hold. Take a big breath in. Exhale, lift an inch higher. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Head goes back. I want you to just sway the knees side to side, all right? We are gonna get into our plank finisher. You can be on the palms or forearms. Take a kneeling plank if you need to, okay? Alternating shoulder taps to finish. Right hand taps left shoulder, left hand taps right shoulder. If you need to do this kneeling, you can. All right, 45-second finisher just with these at this moment. If you're on the forearms, remember too, you could go for single forearm reaches. Same thing, keeping those hips and the shoulders shining down to the mat like 2 headlights. Press. Now you wanna watch with these, the hips aren't rocking side to side, okay? Hips are stable. Squeeze the navel to spine. Roll those shoulders down. You got about 20 seconds here. If you can, maybe we pick up the pace. If at any point you need to hold, you hold. All right? Make sure the booty is in line with the head and the spine. This is it. Give yourself last 8, 6, then recovery's coming in 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees can rest down. Take a second for yourself. Hips to heels. Focus on the breath work. Nice deep breath in through the nose. When you're ready, exhale. I want you to just walk your hands out into the middle of the mat. Let everything drape to the floor. You did it. Nice, sneaky, spicy core sculpt. Come to hands and knees when you're ready. Cat-cow. Arch, look up, breathe in. Exhale, round. Good, again, arch, look up, breathe in. Exhale, round. When you're ready, feel free to just take a comfortable seat on the mat. You can crisscross, you can butterfly. A little side bend over, right? Reaching up to the right. Press that left hip to the mat. Push off, switch sides. Amazing. Lift up from there. Both hands to the sky, breathe in. Exhale, float it down to the middle of the heart and the chest. And be proud of yourself because you just crushed it. 10 minutes of core sculpt, all right? I want your powerhouse to be so fired up, you should be proud. Make sure you sweaty selfie it up. Tag us at Activate with Amanda. Tag me at the Amanda Baxter. Leave a thumbs up or a comment on this class. Let us know how it went for you. What do you want to see more of? What do you have questions on? Know that I am a resource here forever and always. And if you know someone who could use this 10-minute sculpt just to go ahead and help them stay motivated or get started, feel free to share it. I'm your coach, Amanda Baxter. I'm so proud of you and always here for you. You did fabulous. I'll see you next time. Peace out.